Welcome back. 2022 NXL Mid-Atlantic Major, brought to you by Bunker Kings and Matty Marshall with Rich Telford here on GoSports.com. Second set of the day. It's the second prelim day. We're going to find out who's going to make it to Sunday. Houston Heat dropped a game yesterday to AC Diesel. They're about to play DMG. DMG went 1-1 yesterday, and they look really good in their second match against Level. Put up a bunch of points. Also in the set, Baltimore Revo will be playing AC Diesel, who's undefeated. Revo went 1-1, so the story is getting interesting here at the third event of the season. And see if Houston Heat gets off to a slow start, or are they going to come out hot and heat it up. Impact got off to a slow start yesterday, but had a real solid match. If you missed it in the first one against New York Extreme, they're sitting at 2-1. But yeah, Houston Heat going to be going with Sam Monville, Chad George. Looks like Ronnie Dizon's going to get the start on the D side. Tyler Harmon in there as well too.
Sam's in there.
And do they have their fifth body out yet?
Yep. Yeah, he's just taking a knee behind the box. Super sneaky. Yeah, I think it's Ryan Moorhead.
Ryan Moorhead. Oh, so they're going they're going with Ryan and Ronnie.
Hey guys, a little off topic. Sorry, it's a little cold out here. My buddy Matt Marshall doesn't have a hoodie, so if anyone out there in Paintball Land has an extra large hoodie for him, and you could bring it over to the booth, we would greatly appreciate it. Thank you.
I'm fine, Rich. I'm fine. Now, so jumping into this point number one, here's Houston Heat going to take some ground with Ryan Moorhead real quick, going to get into D3. Looks like Monville going to take the early walk. Might have got shot on the break. Tyler Harmon gets out, so they're definitely flooding up the field early here, not deciding to sit in the pocket like they started out yesterday. Yeah. DMG going a little bit more pocket. They are risking one body. He gets into D3 pretty quick, try to match Ryan Moorhead. That body gets peeled off, though. So Moorhead by himself on that D side here currently, Rich.
Yeah, 4-on-4. DMG was inside the pocket, but Shane Howe was able to fill out to the pocket. Ryan Moorhead now being eliminated, so 3-on-4 advantage here for DMG. They've got the tower on the Dorito side, back center can, and the snake corner. Tyler Harmon is in the snake for Houston Heat. It's going to make it hard for DMG to move up the center or down the Doritos. Ronnie Dizon now releasing from Dorito 2 to Dorito 3 over there for Houston Heat. Again, Heat down one body here, but better field position. 0-0 with this match just starting out.
And looks like Shane Howe going to dive into snake from the back corner bunker, gets right into snake 2. Looks like he wants to crawl through the gap to get to snake 3.
Agents Assassin going right forward. Him and Tyler Harmon, bunkers away from each other, know each other very well, both from Northern California. Shane Howe making the big move on T-Harm there, but and catches the counter move from Chad George. Great move from Shane Howe there, getting two of the best guys in the world off the field. Great move from Assassin.
And they keep Gonzalez close, and then there comes another move on that D side to bunker out Ronnie Dizon. So Gonzalez left alive, it's Spiegelman. So Spiegelman was close. So you want to keep your twos, your second attackers close if possible. So great job by Spiegelman, and then see who that was, that Dylan over there on the D side. Excellent job by DMG here as Houston Heat had some decent position early, and so they had to fight into that. It was an awesome move to break things open here on the snake side for Shane Howe.
It looked really good. Now Boyum's alive out there still too as well, so DMG with 3 bodies left alive there at the end.
Oh yeah, really Dylan is alive
for them.
Yeah, and also DMG, I thought, made some excellent corrections. They did not look good in their first match against Diesel. They did put up 3 points, but they allowed Diesel to put up 7. So that was a tough loss for them. But then they made a lot of adjustments, and they don't have Halvanta here or T. Fong. So both Dylan Boyum and Shane Howe have had to do the coaching duties. And I looked over before the start of this game, and they had the clipboard out, going over.
Glasses on. Yeah. They had a whiteboard they were marking on. They
had the abacus out,
very
trying to crunch some numbers.
What's the thing that you look at the stars with?
A telescope?
No, the old.
An astrolabe?
Yeah, they had the astrolabe out there. Here we go, Diesel and Revo coming out for the first time this morning.
30 seconds.
These teams are pretty evenly matched, at least on paper.
I think so. Both these teams having to deal with a little bit of roster issues. More so for Revo than AC Diesel, though Mark Johnson, the leader of that squad, has definitely had to, lose some guys, get some guys back, lose some guys, get some guys back, pick up new bodies. So he's had to deal with it too. And it looks like a little bit of an issue with his loader, with Mark Johnson's loader right before he got about 10 seconds to fix it.
10 seconds.
And then now we see Revo. So yeah, Revo also losing a big portion of their starting 5 at the end in the offseason, but they went 1-1 yesterday, and they look pretty good, even in their loss.
I love that move. Look, they went double bacon. So double to that can. I had a feeling by Saturday or Sunday teams are going to start doing that, Matty.
Which is the double bacon for people who don't know paintball jargon.
So it's the can in the center of the field, just because that's the best shot on the field. So by going there early, you double your shot up, and they get the kill on the outside there.
Yeah, Chris Shear taking the early walk after taking some ground for Revo on the D side, so they're trapped in the pocket. See if Revo can get out. AC Diesel's also a little bit pocketed up, but they do have some forward progression in a little bit up the field here, snake side at the wedge.
BJ's looking to shut down that snake gap in front of O'Mara there.
And now getting here into the snake with Challenger.
Yeah, Ben makes a good move in there, which might force O'Mara to
No,
go.
Sorry, Roberts. Roberts getting into the snake here for AC Diesel.
Oh, the coffee killer. Yeah, I know Roberts real well.
Now Roberts is going to go into snake 2.
Looking down the tape at O'Mara. Revo getting out to the drill side now, Matty. Jadrita 1. So 5 players left alive for Diesel. 3 in the pocket, 1 over here in the wing, 1 in the snake. Revo's got snake, juice box, back center, Jadrita 1.
O'Mara doing a good job of communicating, letting everyone know that there is a body. Oh, in the snake, but then he loses his first gunfight
BJ.
to Roberts.
Oh, was it Roberts?
Yeah, it was Roberts down the line.
And Roberts gets the fill out as well. Great shot, and then great containment there. I believe he's going to get a 3rd kill over here on this snake side as well.
Yeah, he's going to get a free kill on the back in a couple seconds. Yeah, he's going to act on hearing that one as he ran all the way through. It was Rob Velez getting peeled off. So great job by Roberts to blow open this snake side. There's still 1 body left alive for Revo in D1.
I think it's 4-on-1 here, Matty.
Yeah, I was going to say it's not looking good for him right now here to start things out in this game. So
AJ played good that game.
Henningberg, nice job to get some forward progression early. Great job by Roberts. And good zone control overall from AC.
Yeah, they looked really good. I mean, slow, methodical, but never off the gas, right? Just constantly pushing forward.
They only lost Roberts. They had 4 bodies alive at the end of that one.
Good solid point there. Mark Johnson moving to the middle.
Yeah, I was a little worried for Mark as he was dealing with some hopper issues about 10 seconds before the start of the point, but it all ended up getting sorted out. And yeah, AC Diesel continuing to look really good. They went 2-0 yesterday, took down Heat. They took down DMG by a decent margin, beat Heat by 1 in overtime. And again, thank you guys so much for joining us here bright and early, East Coast time, for the second set of the day, second prelim day. We're going to find out who's going to be playing on Sunday. Lots of compelling stories in the professional paintball world the past couple seasons, and we've been following them here on Go Sports, and please help us out. Head on over to gosports.com, create an account, sign up.
And when you're watching, just go ahead and use your own account. Don't feel like you got to use a buddy's account or a team's account. Just go ahead and get your own, guys.
So Houston Heat, a little bit of a slow start again, but we are just getting things going, as that was just point number 1. They're going to take a big risk, and Chad George all the way to snake off the break, and he makes it clean. They are going to lose Ronnie Dizon, but they do shoot a body, so it's 4-on-4, but DMG's trapped in the pocket.
Yeah, no one snake side at all for DMG. No one even looking this way with Chad George in the snake, and Chad George is going to make him pay for that. If Chad George is in the snake and you guys don't look that way, he's going to kill you all. Just tactically a mistake here from DMG, not making that correction when they lost their first body over here on the snake side. They're just feeding Chad George right now.
Yeah, Chad George
gets 1, Chad George gets 2.
Yeah, a little 2-pack here for Chad George, hunting for more, trying to get that inside kill. That inside kill is going to run to his body as he's trying to get out wide here, but yeah, DMG just getting obliterated after Chad George got all the way onto their side of the field, showing the power of this snake, and then he's going to get another kill inside. So at least a little 3-pack here for Chad George.
And making it crystal clear, if you thought that you could play this side of the field looking inside when they're in the snake, you thought incorrectly.
Yeah, and Chad George didn't waste any time. He knew that they were trapped in the pocket. He knew that there wasn't anybody in front of him, so he crawled all the way onto their side immediately. And then just started blasting from there.
Why wouldn't you, Matt, right? If no one's stopping you, why would you stop? And yet we see player after player after, I'm going to check up in snake 1, see what's going on. Hey, look, here's snake 2, I'll check it out. Hey, nobody there either.
Yeah, just because you have 12 minutes to work with doesn't mean you need to slow play it. No,
it's as many points as you can get in that.
Chad George is unarguably one of the best snake players ever.
He's pretty decent.
A huge part of, historically, the part of Houston Heat's offense this entire time that they've been one of the best teams in the world. And, you know, knowing they lost that first point, wanted to come out here and just put that little 3-pack up.
So just put that head down, went forward, shot everybody. It was great.
Now we'll see how is Revo going to answer.
Revo send 5 alive, 2 through the middle with O'Mara going to that center little tower.
Yeah, O'Mara with some forward progression, center of the field here off the break. Looking like he wants to try to get to that wedge.
Diesel heavy pocket, Matty.
Yeah, pocket for Diesel. Only ground that they took was the insert bunker here, snake side. Lay down box. You can see there on the split screen breakout. Now we're going to look over Revo's shoulders. back center bunker. They did get out wide, though, to D1. It's pretty crucial. It's a really tough spot to make, actually. And then here comes Benny Carroll. He's going to move up, go to that tower. And then now here comes Rob Velez. Rob Velez played really well for Revo yesterday.
Great secondaries from Revo, right? They kind of started in the same spots as Diesel, basically, but Diesel just stayed there the whole point so
They've
far.
got out wide. They've got up the field. I love how they're attacking the center. We've definitely seen both yesterday afternoon and this morning, the way Impact was playing, how powerful the center of the field is, particularly if your opponents decide to not try to get out of the pocket and slow play it.
How often, Matty, because obviously you can't do the same thing over and over, how often do you think you should go up the middle of the field?
We haven't really seen it stop too much, right? I haven't really seen players dying off the break much, trying to get ground in the center, because those guns are so focused on those outside lanes, because those outside lanes are, you know, those are pretty solid lanes.
So you're saying most points, most teams should put somebody up the middle, at least one, if
At
not
this
two.
at this point right now, until it changes again, yeah, I think
Seems
so.
like it's the safest bet, right?
Well, we were looking at the, you know, Legion won a really crucial point against Infamous doing that yesterday. We just saw Impact do it point after point after point against Extreme. Extreme had no answer, and so Impact ran up the score. Now, they were also shooting bodies on the break, which helps, but and now Revo's doing it here. So with all of those instances, that tells me that it is a very efficient game plan. It's very clear-cut. It definitely works. No one's really been able to counter it unless you're doing the same thing. And sure enough, now we're watching two bodies get peeled off because Revo controls the center of the field. Rob Velez is going to throw his body away, but Andy Horvath, though he did get that kill, not much he could do because there's multiple bodies attacking for Revo. So real crisp point here for Revo to tie it up.
Revo looked really good, Matt. They survived the breakout and then one at a time, methodically just moved up the center of the field, controlled the whole field from the center, then got outside on the tapes and just one by one eliminated.
Yeah, it's always interesting as we watch the game plans, the strategy, the tactics develop on the layout, and it evolves throughout the event. And yesterday afternoon, Legion showed us something. We saw it a couple times throughout the day, and then this morning, Impact proved the point. And then now here, Revo, we were wondering how are they going to answer because Diesel did look pretty good in that first one, and they went with that heavy center play. And the only body they lost was Rob Velez at the very end of that close, just getting caught by Horvath. So, yeah, I mean, now all the teams are going to take note, and now who's going to count? How is that going to get countered?
Right.
More guns up the center, most likely, off the break, and more moves up the center, and then that's going to allow those moves outside wide. So, but it's also, we discussed that too, that because this is a traditional layout, nothing fancy or exotic out here, that the coaches are actually going to be, and you know, and the player and the smart, intelligent players, you know, giving the coaches information, whoever's doing your game plans, and what game plans are you going with? That could be a big thing. Sometimes, yeah, sometimes it's not as important, but it's a little bit more important on this layout.
5-on-5 out here, Matty. Both teams surviving the breakout. Monville releasing up the center field. He's doing it as well or better than anybody out here. Consistently gets up the center field, locks down that Dorito side, makes it really hard to go up the Dorito side.
Yeah, Sam Monville locking down that D side still, just gunned up on that. He's a great guy for that job. I mean, he's one of those guys that he's not going to come off a lane. He's not going to, oh, look, shiny spoon over here, I'm going to switch up. No, he's going to be doing the job that he's supposed to be doing. Yeah. But also DMG trying to counter up the center. So center becoming very powerful here on this layout. Let's see if Sam can get that kill on Hill. Not able to do it.
Yeah, surprised Sam missed that gap.
So Sam actually, now that Hill went through, Sam's going to come through and try to shoot him from the inside. Oh, but Rose's body weight not able to get the shot on Zach Hill. Zach Hill was tucked in too tight. But while that was going down, Tyler Harmon able to get in the snake. No one from DMG in there yet. And then Tyler Harmon's going to wrap around, shoot his Northern California brethren, Shane Howe.
He's going to get Zach too. Tyler gets 2 kills there.
Huge moment for Tyler Harmon here. 2-pack for him to blow open the snake side. He does have one body to worry about. It's Gonzalez, or Spiegelman's in the back corner bunker.
Yep. DMG now pushing into the Dorito 3 over there, Matt.
Chad George is also behind Tyler Harmon, but he's in the back bunker shooting towards that D side, just putting pressure that way. Another potential free kill for Tyler Harmon. Yeah, I had no idea. We call them free kills when the guy doesn't know you're there, because you don't have to win a gunfight. It's just a cross-field shot.
There's no cost to you.
You're not in any danger.
Only one DMG player left alive now, Spiegelman in the corner. Once he figures that out, this point will be over. It'll be a 2-1 point with a little under 10 minutes left. Tyler Harmon looking pretty much flawless here.
Yeah, Tyler Harmon with the 3-pack. Untouched onto DMG's side. DMG with Spiegelman, back corner bunker in front of Tyler.
Yeah, he still thinks there's someone in the can on the Dorito side. They're calling that the 2. So they're calling the 2 and the 5, which means they're calling the 2 on the drill side, and the 5 is the snake corner. He's been eliminated now, and that's it.
I think Tyler just got a 4-pack.
Yep. He shot everybody but the 2 or the can over there on the drill side.
Beautiful job by Tyler Harmon, too.
Hate to see that NorCal and NorCal violence, but, you know, you got to do what you got to do.
And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong because you're a NorCal guy, but didn't Shane Howell and Tyler Harmon plan Bob's squad back in the day together?
Yeah. Oh, they all know each other very well.
Yeah.
Diesel coming back out against Revo, 1-1, 10:30 left in this match. Revo looked much better that last point. Diesel just looked like they were caught in concrete.
They attacked the center. Tyler Harmon winning it from the snake side that time because no one put much pressure on him, and he was just carving him up. So now Revo here on your screen. They've been putting Omar kind of all over the place. Velez had a standout day yesterday. Velez is going to go out wide and makes it clean. Omara is going to stop here in a split screen breakout. He's a little blocked out from your view, but he's at that can. You can kind of see the edge of him right there. And then on the flip side, yeah, it looks like BJ Henningberg going to take the walk for AC Diesel. There goes Mark Johnson. He launches up the gut as Baginski gets out wide into the D1.
Revo, again, Matty, starting from the back line, but just now moving boom, 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 up the field, move after move after move. Good forward progression from Revo. They leave that back line. Everybody's committed to moving forward and attacking. Diesel's got 3 guys on the back line playing defensively. Mark Johnson now moving up to the brick on the drill side for Diesel. Gets eliminated.
Amara past the 50-yard line onto AC side of the field. Needs to head check towards that D side. A little blocked out from that Aztec as Baginski's going to get a free kill on Amara. So back center's hot for AC. Baginski gets eaten up by Benny Carroll as he gets past the 50 on the D side.
2-on-1, Matty.
2-on-1 situation in favor of Revo as it's just that back center. I think that's Horvath.
Horvath gets out to D1, Matty. Big move over there for him.
And he runs and guns. And
he catches Benny.
Yeah, he catches Benny Carroll, gets all the way, but then Velez catches him, so.
Oh, and there was one more sleeper hiding for Revo.
Yeah, Revo was had Velez in this back corner bunker the whole entire point as he made it out there clean off the break. But yeah, Benny Carroll getting eaten up by Horvath. But then Horvath, that was a really nice shot on Horvath who was running. It's hard to hit a running target.
And Horvath looking super athletic with that fill to the corner and then fill all the way forward, catches Benny.
Yeah, I mean, in a bad spot.
3-on-1.
That was a really good move from Andy.
And that's, again, when you do the right move. Like, whether or not it works, you did the right move. You know, you're not going to execute that all the time. Those 3-on-1s are harder to pull off than it looks.
Yeah, when you're in it, we have seen a decent amount of moves like that pulled off out here. But, you know, Andy Horvath played with Mutiny past couple seasons, but he's been around forever.
Yeah.
He's been playing since he was a kid. And I thought that was a really good pickup for AC. Give him another veteran presence, another guy that can kind of be a little versatile in the backfield and then try to do stuff like we just saw there. It just didn't work out because Rob Velez put an accurate shot on him. And Rob Velez, also a veteran, had his head on a swivel.
Yeah, DMG 5 alive. Houston Heat loses their first attacker on the Dorito side, Ryan Moorhead. Taking the early walk, Ronnie Dizon also getting caught. Good zone control there from DMG as they lose their first player. 3-on-5. Mishka releases to the wing on the Dorito side. It's like Zach Hill's in a position over there with him.
Yeah, it's a 4-on-3 in favor of DMG currently. Mishka is there, center your screen at that wedge. He's got 2 bodies in front of him to worry about as Chad George comes off. Just 2 bodies left alive for Heat now. Zach Hill's hunting for Mishka, and he's going to go the way that Mishka's looking, but Mishka's not able to put a ball on him. He dots Mishka's eye, and that leaves just Tyler Harmon. Now, it's Tyler Harmon, so you never know, but he's in a really tough spot.
Yeah, against 4.
And yeah, not going to get anybody.
DMG's looking good, man.
And what a turnaround, too, because they did not look good against Diesel.
Well, that's hurtful.
Well, they didn't. And, I mean, I talked to Shane, and he said the same thing. And just got a call like to see
man,
it.
I can confirm that we did not look good.
Yeah. But then they show up in the next game and put up 6 points on Level and beat them by 4. And Level took 3rd at the first event. Level did go 0-2 yesterday, so Level really going to need to step things up to have any chance of making it to another
Honestly,
Sunday.
without Danny, I don't think they can do it. Without Danny, that's not a team.
I'll tell you what, it was not, like, yes, no Danny Schonauer, and congratulations to the family with the baby, but that wasn't the reason that they didn't do well yesterday. Because I thought Politi was okay in the snake, but they just lost too many bodies and didn't really have any offense.
This is proving to be a challenging field for some of these teams.
Yeah, so... But yes, DMG definitely made some big adjustments in between game 1 and game 2 yesterday, and then whatever they did last night also was some good information that they absorbed, because they're even with Houston Heat currently. And again, if you can beat Houston Heat, you can beat anybody out here. A lot of game to play there, though. A lot of game to play in both these sets, or both games in this set. Revo up by 1 over at Diesel.
Yeah, both teams pocket up, but Diesel the first out of the pocket into D1, now releasing to the wing on the Drio side.
Yeah, a little bit of ground taken for Revo, though, up the center. They are going to be losing O'Mara early.
Struggling with another early death from O'Mara there. Revo with 4 bodies. Greg's up in the wing looking snake side. Most guys go up there and look D side. He's got a little different look on it. Diesel now moving up into Drew to 3. 4-on-5 advantage here early on for Diesel. Down 1 point with a little bit more than 8.5 left in this match.
Baginski in a good spot for Diesel. Quickly into D4. He's got some help right beside him inside at the wedge.
Yeah. But again, you know, that wedge they're using as a defensive position over their map, but there's no one attacking in the Doritos for Revo, so the inside guy for Diesel is a wasted gun. As soon as they can kind of figure that out, they can use that guy to either, you know, reposition or to shut down the snake side.
Yeah, it looks like Greg is at the wedge. Greg Rosek for Revo.
Yeah. And what Greg's doing is he's sitting there watching that gap, but the whole time he's not really contributing. Oh, and he gets shot in the back there.
Center again.
Yeah.
Nice move by Mark Johnson. Ooh, then Mark Johnson gets caught. So 3 bodies left alive for Revo. Johnson made the nice move, then I believe was shot from Chris. Yeah, Chris Shear was the one that got shot on Johnson.
Revo down to 2.
Yeah, as Henry Sense taking the walk. Velez and Shear still alive, trying to hold off this attack. Here comes Baginski, makes the big move on the D side. Nate Roberts is going to get in the mix. He's going to run down Velez, trades out with Velez. Ooh, penalty assessed here. The penalty was assessed on AC as Horvath gets pulled off, so that's probably going to be a no point here. And that was definitely AC Diesel's moment, as, yeah, you see Roberts frustrated, as that should have been their point, tying point too. Throwing that one away by getting a penalty. A little bit more penalties this morning. We didn't really, it was not a penalty-ridden day yesterday. Today, a little bit different. We're seeing a little bit more penalties
Especially
today.
in this area over here.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot at stake today, right? You know, we find out who's going to be moving on and who's going to be going home.
Did you say there's a lot of steak here today?
I wish there, is there steak?
Oh man, I got so excited.
I would love some steak.
I was like, I'm all in, Matt.
Big fan.
I'll be right back. You wrap the show up for me. I'll get our steaks ready.
I typically don't go steak for breakfast, but I could be convinced
This is
very
brunch.
easily.
We're brunching it now for sure.
We are heading towards brunch time.
We're freezing towards brunch time. Houston Heat.
Tell you what, if I was playing today, oh man, I'd be really happy with the weather.
Right?
It did get a little windy yesterday afternoon. It was also a little hot out there, but it's supposed to be really nice paintball weather this weekend, and it's definitely perfect paintball weather currently. A little chilly if you don't have your gear on.
Yep. Shane Howe again taking that snake corner on the break. Too fast. Nobody can stop him. Houston Heat, 5 alive. DMG releasing with Spiegelman to the wing on the Drew side.
Yeah, they lose DMG losing a body from that D1 position, though.
And Boyum tries to get over there and gets caught, Matt. Good zone control. Boyum's trying to stay in, but yeah, you did get shot in the leg, so you do have to go. Yeah, almost got that penalty. Got to be careful there, Boyum.
Yeah, Zach Hill going to be moving up into the wedge, so they have both wedges.
Shane Howe filling the snake from the snake corner. 5-on-3 advantage for Houston Heat, but slight advantage here. Zach Hill's getting worked over in that wing, flipping back and forth, trying to defend himself.
Yeah, he might have caught a bouncer off the bounce shot there, off the pin.
See if Shane Howe can make an amazing shot here. Yeah, he gets Ronnie D's on. Now he's trying to get he gets Sam on his foot too, so 2 kills there for the ageless assassin. Shane's clocking in and had a few points now against Houston Heat, where he's shot more than 1 guy.
And he had a good day yesterday too, so we are seeing some really good play from some. Oh, Zach Hill did not know that body was there. He goes across and gets shot, as here comes the attack from Houston Heat on that D side. It looks like it's a 3-on-2, now a 3-on-1. It's just Shane Howell. Has got Tyler Harmon in front of him, so a little NorCal and NorCal violence again here in the snake. As Tyler Harmon shoots Shane, that's going to do it. Nice job by, I think that was Stewart, that was the body left alive on that D side in that chaos. They dropped 2, Monville and Dizon. Or no, was that Ryan
Zach Hill
Smith?
saying that
That's Ryan Smith.
Yeah,
Sorry.
they were trying to say that Ryan Smith's got a hit on his elbow, but the referee disagrees.
A clutch play from Ryan Smith over there, man. That was very clutch, because they lost 2 I mean, it looked real strong for Heat on the D side, because they had Smith, they had Dizon, and they had Monville over there. But then, even in a low body situation, you like to see it, because DMG was attacking in a low body situation, utilizing the chaos to get kills. and it did cost heat, but Ryan Smith stayed alive, and so did Tyler Harmon.
I just love the fact that Shane Howe can come out here at like 62 years old, take the corner on the break, force himself into the snake, beat 2 Houston Heat guys that are, 15, 16 years old, and just, it's amazing.
Yeah, guys like Mark Johnson here on your screen, guys like Shane Howe.
He said Pappy Johnson is what he wants to be called now. Pappy Johnson.
Old Papa Johnson. Yeah, proving that you can still play high-level paintball.
Good brain,
well
good
into your
trigger finger.
40s.
Goes a long ways. 2-1 here. Baltimore Rebels got the lead. They've been playing really well this match. Diesel's been playing a little tentatively. Again, Diesel plays pockets up, but loses 1, loses 2. Might get a penalty here. Oh, they definitely get a penalty, yeah.
This game should be 2-2 if Diesel didn't get a penalty in that last one, and now they're getting another penalty to give a bigger advantage to Revo.
Yeah, Revo drops 1 body, though, so it's a 3-4 advantage here for Revo.
Here comes Velez and Benny Carroll sharking up the field.
Great
Henry
release
Sense
there
is
from
going to
Henry
dive
Sense.
into the snake.
Yeah. Henry's got such good time. Oh, he gets caught, though. Wow,
Yeah.
Henry, great timing, just gets caught with a random ball.
But, Rich, when that happens, Diesel loses Baginski from the D side. Benny Carroll rolling dice up in the center of the field.
Yeah, 2-on-3 here. Benny's about to get run down. Oh, Benny's so athletic he's able to trade, but gets caught anyway. Well, look at the lenses on Baginski.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, no, was that Baginski in the center?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Who did they lose over here? Oh, it was Horvath, and then
Rob Velez.
Yeah, Rob Velez and Chris
finishing
Shear still
strong.
alive.
Towel.
Yeah, that was a chaotic point.
Yeah, it was. I think that was Roberts.
No, Roberts is 19.
Oh, that's right.
I think that's one of the new kids. I don't know who that other guy was.
New kids on the block.
That just shows your age. People this day don't know who new kids on the block are.
30 seconds.
Houston Heat up by 1, 7:25 to go. Is the hero from the last one, Ryan Smith.
I feel it.
Mishka gonna get a spin.
I feel like the story this weekend so far is the lower-ranking teams playing really closely and really well against the higher-ranking.
Oh, you mean the story from the last year and a half? I mean, look, we still seeing the favorites win, and some legends in the game with resurgences like San Diego Dynasty and Tampa Bay Damage. But yes, at the lower end of the Pro Division, it's getting better and better and better, and it makes pro paintball more fun to watch because we're seeing a decent amount of upsets. I think Chad George just got shot in his foot on the dive.
Saw the same thing, Cap.
So 4 bodies. They also take a little bit of ground getting out wide with Moorhead into D1. So not trapped completely in the pocket, but they don't have anyone out on the snake side with that Chad George death. So a little opportunity here for DMG as they have 5 bodies alive, and they're going to streak up the field, and they've spread out the field, or spread the field too. Mishka going to take the walk, just 3 bodies left alive for Houston Heat.
Yeah, and again, DMG getting stuck a little bit in the pocket there with center can, Dorito can, snake corner. And it looks like DMG is waiting a little bit too long to mount their offense, Matty. Like Shane Howe that last point, again this point, waits till they're 2 bodies down before he kind of goes to work. And if they could do that when when they were even bodies, obviously it'd give him a little bit better chance to win some of these points in this very, very closely contested match. Only separated by 1 point, these 2 teams, with 6 minutes and 30 seconds left.
If DMG could find a way to beat Houston Heat, it would be amazing for their program because they took last place at the first event.
They look so much better here than they did in Texas, or in the first event, sorry.
Yeah, they didn't make it to Texas, and again, last place, and the last place team gets relegated. They picked up Zach Hill to try to bolster their line, but then again, they don't have either one of their coaches here, but it's just been impressive how much better they look since that first game.
Yeah, they spent all their money on Zach. They couldn't afford to fly those coaches in. It's a budgetary situation, Matt. Yeah, Shane Howe sneaking up snake.
Yeah, Shane Howe and Dylan Boyum have been doing player coach duties here this weekend, and it looks like they've been doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, Shane would like to get a little payback on Tyler because Tyler's got him 2 points in a row.
Oh, kill cross still from Shane.
There you go. Shane's clocking in every single point, Matt. I don't care what you say. He's still got a lot of good years in him.
That was you that said that.
I think that was Shane who said that. Houston Heat down to 2 players left alive. Ryan Moorhead releasing on the Dorito side. Nobody picks him up. He gets all the way to the Dorito 3 before he trades out with maybe Boyum over there. So 4-on-1 now.
No, that was Tyler.
Oh, Tyler. Great job.
Yeah, but just full control from DMG, shooting Chad George early. and then getting the next kill on Mishka, and then Shane with the attack.
I'm so happy
from
for
the
those
snake.
guys.
It's the crossfield
they
kill.
look so much better, man.
Yeah, they really do. Tied up right now.
If you can be tied up with Houston Heat, you're doing just fine.
Yeah, deep into the game, tied 3-3. Completely different look for DMG from event number 1 and even game number 1 at this event. So Revo with the 2-point lead. Diesel penalties are killing them right now. They have to play clean. They have enough time for 2 points. 6:30 on the clock. That's definitely enough time for AC Diesel to tie this game up.
Yeah, but in my opinion, they've got to switch from that defensive counterpunch mode that they're in into some mode of an offensive.
Well, and yeah, it's just been tough for them the past couple because they keep getting penalties. It should have been 2-2, remember?
Yeah,
but then they got the penalty that crushed them. Looks like Johnson's going to come off on getting shot on the break, and not able to put a ball in on Revo. So
yeah, 5-on-4 advantage here for Revo.
Revo also able to get out to D1.
I like Revo's already out of that backhand. Nobody in the backhand.
Another body coming off for Diesel.
5-on-3 advantage for Revo as they push 2 players up the Drew side with Omar on the inside wing. Diesel losing another player D side. Only 2 players left for Diesel. BJ here in the snake. BJ going forward, but he's going to find himself in a tough spot. Head down against 5 bodies. And BJ's doing the only thing he can do here, which is go forward, and hopefully he shoots 3 dudes.
Yeah, and they're going to save BJ the pain. No, not yet. And now I thought they were going to concede it for a second. No, BJ ended up catching a bunch. He did get a shot on Benny Carroll.
Yep.
Yeah, not bad from BJ at all. He did everything he possibly could have. He just lost all his other 4 players. So
yeah.
At least no penalties for Diesel. But digging themselves a hole that they need to
Great
get out.
for us, though. 3-3. 5 minutes left in the match.
Yeah, looks like. So Dylan's actually got his pack off.
Yeah.
He's just going to coach right now. He's suited up.
Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, man.
Yeah, they're going to send out Hill, Tyler, Shane, Spiegelman, and Jordan Boyum.
I tell you, it's easier to find 5 guys to go play paintball than it is to find a coach.
Sorry, Jordan. Been calling you Dylan. Apologies.
Shane Howe, once again, right to that corner. Unstoppable. Houston Heat loses their Dorito guy and gets the Dorito can shot as well. So DMG shooting 2 Houston Heat players on the Dorito side on the break, blowing that whole side of the field open. DMG, I believe, realizes that they've got the 2 eliminations over there. Move up the center of the hill with center of the field with Zach Hill. Zach Hill now releasing into the brick. Really like the way Zach's been playing for DMG here.
Yeah, massive pickup for DMG coming over from Impact.
Yeah, and now Zach's all the way in their wing mat, and they have no idea.
Yeah, they've got Heat trapped and probably going to be losing. No, Tyler makes it out wide here, snake side. They just don't have anyone on that D side. And DMG all the way into D4 and D1. And now they're going to get Shane into the snake with Hills way onto Heat side of the field.
About 4 minutes left in this match, Matt, and it looks like DMG is probably going to win this point, which is going to put Houston Heat down by a point with obviously less than 4 minutes to come back in this match.
Yeah, Hill's checking off that D side like it's hot, so I don't think he knows they have him trapped over here on the snake side. He's checking off. I think he's finally figured it out.
Yeah.
He's looking for a way to launch. He's still looking that side. He's going to come through. Yeah, he didn't. Yeah, that's a tough one for Hill. And they lose Shane. It's a 3-on-3 now.
Wow, way to blow that, guys.
Yeah, it's tough, right? I mean, there's 4 minutes left alive. Hill's in a good spot. Just should a little more patience there. He needs to let that play develop. You have a massive, you've shot a couple bodies. If you don't know exactly where the bodies are, then do not make your move forward.
No. 100%, man.
Yeah, because Hill threw his body away there, and then didn't see how Shane got shot.
I didn't either, but now all of a sudden Chad George sneaks in the snake. They don't know he's there, and he can easily cross shoot and get 1 kill because the Drew guy's playing sloppy.
He doesn't know where Spiegelman is, but Spiegelman not. Oh, did he get the trade on him?
Spiegelman's lucky he got that trade.
He did, but DMG lost another body. I think it's just 1 body left alive. I think it's just Tyler over there.
Yeah, it's just Tyler against
because Jordan just came off.
And Smith, I think. 2-on-1 heat advantage here.
What amazing
DMG could have won this point pretty easily here.
Well, it's a little bit rookie mistakes out there that just can't happen.
Yeah, but Zach Hill's not a rookie.
No, he's definitely not a rookie, but that was
he made a rookie mistake.
Yeah, that was a rookie mistake, man. It's like you shot bodies. You're the farthest guy up.
You know
the
score.
It's a tie game. You know the score. So there's at least 3 guys out there. He did not know where they were. And then he launched and then got eaten up and did not get a kill. That's a mistake. Shane getting shot is a mistake. So now it's a 3-on-3 and just a really hard-fought, low-body situation. And another one, Heat won a couple of those yesterday. Great job by Chad George, great job by Tyler. Couldn't see who that other body was for Heat in there. But that's why they're Houston Heat. You know, and when you're DMG and you're the up-and-coming team, you just cannot make mistakes in a close game like that
away,
in a high-body situation. That's when they go back. They're gonna, really be frustrated with the.
They literally had 5 bodies and all the best spots on the field, and just like, hey, how do we lose this guy?
He was trapped in terrible positions.
Yeah, how do we lose this?
Yeah, so here's that move. Hill just has no idea where they are. You see him, he's just kind of looking puzzled, has no idea which way to put his gun, and he just got absolutely torched.
Revo, 5 alive, taking Snake Corner and Dorito 1. Great breakout for Revo. They did lose Omar in that Dorito can early. Second or third early death there for Omara.
Well, chance for Diesel now with 5.5 minutes left, down by 3. Getting one of the big killers off the field here for Revo.
Diesel again down by 3 points with 5.5 here. Have to start mounting some offense.
Chris Shear, nice move into D3.
Yeah, they've been having BJ play kind of defensively up the center of the field, which has been slowing down their snake attack a little bit. So they changed that up now. Diesel first in the snake. Oh.
Well, BJ's doing his work right now.
He's gonna have a nice feast for himself if he looks across the field here. Oh, they stole his kills.
I think that was Andy streaking through again.
Yeah.
So Andy's been looking pretty good out here in some points. Now, nice kill from BJ to start cleaning things up.
Yeah, it's 2 for BJ.
BJ might be getting his 3rd. No, gets shot out from Velez.
Yeah,
Velez balling from this back corner.
Velez gets caught. It's going to be 2-4 with a little bit more than 4 minutes left. 4:30.
Yeah, and AC Diesel undefeated yesterday, so they already have 2 wins. Playing Revo in this one and then level next, they just can't take any big losses today, because even if they go 2-2, I think they had an even point spread yesterday. No, sorry, 2-0 and a, let's see, that +1 against Heat. No, they're sitting at, it's pretty decent because it was, +5 yesterday, sorry. Yeah, so +5, so just no big losses today, and they should be fine, even if they go 2-2. Now, that's not the way they want it to go, right? You want to take the momentum from day one with how good you looked.
Right, yeah.
Try to, if they get a
4-0, baby.
Comeback victory against, against Revo would be pretty sweet. They need 2 more just to tie, though.
Houston Heat, 1 point lead here, but this game is much closer than 1 point.
Yeah, I mean, this should be a 1 point lead for DMG, but just Houston Heat too tough in that low body situation.
Yep, refusing to lose, right? Finding a way to win even when the odds are stacked against them. Houston Heat 5 alive. Oh, they lose Chad George in his first exchange down the tape. So Houston Heat now with 4 bodies trapped inside the pocket, Maddie.
Another high body situation for DMG.
2 minutes, 40 seconds left. Every opportunity they need to get back in this match. 1 point to score, to tie, 2 to win. Ryan Moorhead with a great fill out to the snake insert. DMG's got to look to release up the center of the field. They cannot get stuck in this back line.
Moorhead looks like he wants to fight into the snake here on the left-hand side of your screen. There goes Ryan Moorhead, Houston Heat. Goes to snake 1, goes right past. No one's really stopping much at snake 1. Goes into snake 3. Careful not to touch any of the bunkers.
Yep, now from snake 3, he can look across the center of the field, shut down that big, huge gap, and also shut down the Dorito moves. He's got really good shots from the inside there.
Yeah, and the wind has died down, Rich, so you now can again figure out where bodies are if they start hitting the bunkers. Yesterday, oh, nice.
Yep.
Perfect job by Ryan Moorhead. Ryan Moorhead gets up there and gets his gun up at the perfect moment. I thought I saw something break off his pack.
You did.
Oh, wow. Good to go.
Yep.
Okay,
Referee
well,
missed it.
That's unlucky for Houston Heat.
Sometimes that happens.
And here comes Gonzalez. He's going to come up and...
Great job getting in there live, right?
Yeah, and that's... Ryan's got to be very frustrated. He definitely put a ball on Hill. It broke. It just didn't leave any paint.
Yep. Yeah, just because we see it, just because he sees it, doesn't matter. If the ref doesn't see it, it doesn't happen.
Yeah, and also, look, if a paintball hits you and it breaks on you and a ref sees it, you're out. But if it doesn't leave any paint, the ref doesn't see it, you're not out.
Tyler Harmon, great
has
fill
to
to the
leave
corner.
paint and then be there, and then the refs actually find it. Unless he's actually watching you hit. But yeah, Gonzalez, that was a great move from him. He's trying to get a shot here, cross field on the foot. I think that might be Dizon in that can.
Yeah, he's got to watch out because Tyler Harmon filled that corner.
Yeah, it is Dizon.
DMG's looking much, much better than they did first event and much, much better than that first match yesterday, Matt. I mean, they're within 1 point, and they should be up by 2 points.
Head and
against
shoulders
Houston Heat.
better. Head and shoulders better. It's not even close to what they looked like before.
And I know how hard Houston Heat worked for this event because they were working with the New York guys up in New York for 2 weeks, just, you know, Fridays, Wednesdays, Mondays, just putting the time in. So,
oh, Tyler Harmon getting pinched out of that back corner bunker. And here comes Shane Howell and Gonzalez. They got 40 seconds to work with. Hill's still alive, getting a bit of a gift.
Spiegelman over the top gets one.
I mean, there's still 4 bodies left alive on the field here for DMG.
Tie game with 30 seconds.
They really are looking good, man.
Yeah, really hot for that. You know, you always hate when a program starts going on that downward spin. You're like, oh man, been there before, know how rough that is. So you're always happy when they start coming back up.
Yeah, I mean, they win this point. It's tie game right now. They threw away that last point, but they had that
away
one
a couple.
too. Yeah, so and they've with the mistakes that they've made out here, just DMG. Good job, guys. Vast improvement in a small amount of time. And also, again, make sure to head on over to GoSports.com to watch the rest of this event. It's going to get pretty crazy out here as these teams start to get pretty animated when they're figuring out whether or not they're going to be moving on to Sunday. 20 teams in the Pro Division, only 10 move on. And you ideally don't want to be in the bottom 4 when you move on because you have to play an extra game in the wild card round Sunday morning.
That's right.
Teams have won tournaments out of the wild card rounds, happened a couple times. On the breakout, looks like Diesel needing to keep 5 bodies alive, and they do it. So they still got a chance here. 4:20 on the clock.
Revo taking a hard bounce going to that juice box. 5 alive. Oh. Looks like Greg's getting shot out for Revo. First one to leave the field. Oh, Revo loses another attacker over on the Dorito side.
I think that might have been Barolo, the other one. Couldn't see how that other body was, but...
I think it's Amara leaving early again over there from the Dorito
is it Amara?
side. Oh, Revo loses another body.
Looking good for Diesel. Here to pull within 1. Potentially they spread the field out. Getting some kills. They do lose a body from that D side with Baginski taking the walk.
Yeah, Revo down to just 2 bodies left alive. 1 here in the snake.
BJ into the snake.
Diesel,
Revo into the snake.
Yeah, Diesel only 3 bodies left, so it's only a 2-on-3, Matty.
Yeah, that was Barolo on the D side because Omara's here in the snake. He's in snake 3.
I can't see. Oh, I see him on the monitor there. Yep.
Diesel.
Oh, wow.
Closing the gap. BJ's having a pretty good game here.
And Omara's struggling. BJ put a lot of pressure on that juice box, just over the top, pumping that gun. Rob Velez in that juice box doing whatever he can to stay alive. He knows he's got to stay alive as long as he can because they've got a lead. BJ gonna go and hit that buzzer.
Yeah, BJ runs in quickly, preserving time, still down by 1.
Still though, 3 minutes left, down by 1, not too bad.
Yeah, that's fine. That's plenty of time to work with. BJ's having a pretty good day so far, BJ Henningberg.
Yeah, honestly, he's been consistently, he was going up to the middle in the wing, playing defensively, now playing offensively in the snake.
Almost heaved. Oh, might be doing it.
Uh-oh. There it comes.
If you're playing so hard that you're on the edge of puking, solid. I like that.
Nice work. Nice work.
That means you are revving the engine up nicely.
Yeah, don't bother taking that mask off. Just let it go in that mask. Let it stew in there all day.
That is the worst.
Why does my mask smell like puke? Oh, that's right. That's right, I puked. DMG, Houston Heat, 4-4 here.
What a game.
24 seconds left. Most likely this will go to overtime unless we lose a bunch of bodies on the break.
Houston Heat has stolen some of these before, though. They don't have Chad Boucher, though. No Fedorov, no Chad Boucher.
No Mr. 7 seconds. They do the flying V through the middle, though. They are attempting to win this point. 20 seconds left as they lose 2 players, 3 players. They got to be careful they don't give it away to DMG. Zach Hill going up the middle, getting caught, though.
Yeah, still 2 bodies left alive here. They're both on the snake side for Houston Heat. Here goes Tyler Harmon. He's going to launch as 2 more bodies come off for DMG. Yeah, Rich, we're going to have an overtime point.
Yeah, 3,
Tyler,
2.
Ryan Smith was the safety valve over here. He shot Tyler for DMG, who was streaking down that D side. If Ryan Smith was not alive, Tyler might have had enough time to get in there and steal a win. But Smith, the safety valve, able to get that kill. So we will be going to yet another overtime. This is Heat's 3rd overtime match in 3 games.
Yeah, that's very interesting. How close their matches are. That's got to be a little stressful over there in the pit, right?
Yeah, for sure. But the thing is, though, is that when you have, I mean, we've talked about this over the years, but if you have a situation where you're a top team and you have a little bit of a struggle to get through the prelims, a lot of hard fights, it's forced you to have hard conversations about what is and is not working out there. And then that way, when you do get to Sunday, you've had those tough conversations with the people that it needs to be had, and
making those adjustments.
Yeah, and you make the adjustments, and then not a lot of times, but occasionally that team is the team that wins the tournament. Whereas sometimes if you go undefeated in the prelims,
cruising, don't make any
or
adjustments.
because he could still go undefeated with 4 overtimes, but if you're crushing teams that don't really have to make too many adjustments, and you get to Sunday and sometimes you're a little overconfident, all of a sudden things mid-game not going your way, and
listen, I'm always
having some
overconfident.
issues.
That's never an issue. But yeah, the most adjustments you can make on Friday and Saturday really prepares you for that Sunday match. And then, like we talked about earlier, because it's getting so competitive, you start to see that Sunday style of play coming out a little earlier in the match. Like, they're not waiting until Saturday afternoon or Sunday morning.
Yeah.
Friday afternoon, Saturday morning, they're already starting to pocket up and play just, a little smarter, a little tighter, longer points, trying to figure out what they can get away with, what they can't get away with.
20 seconds.
20 seconds to go before the start. Probably not of the last point. I'm guessing we're probably going to see another one after this with 3 minutes left. This could be the last point if it's a 5-on-5 break and no one wants to make the mistake. Revo with the lead, no reason for them to push into Diesel's guns. For Diesel, yeah, eventually they're going to have to attack, but they don't have to go crazy quite yet. They double up the back center, keeping 5 bodies alive. Looks like Revo gets a 5-body alive. Oh no, they lose Rob Velez. And with the way that Velez is playing for him, that's a huge kill for Diesel.
So Rob Velez was not killed. The referee went in to check him. Rob asked the ref miscommunicated, so Rob started going out.
Ooh,
halfway out there, figured out he wasn't eliminated, tried to get back in and got shot.
Yeah, but Rich, as that was going down, a penalty assessed on Diesel.
Oh, that's going to kill him. That's tough.
So they still have 3 bodies left alive, but they had an advantage here. It was 5-on-4. Now it's a 3-on-4 in favor of Baltimore Revo.
And it would have been a 3-on-5 if there wasn't that miscommunication with the ref there. Revo in a very good situation here.
Yeah,
One body lead.
Shear's in a good spot. He's all the way into D4.
Yeah.
He's got an enemy in front of him, though, who just dove into D3. Diesel does spread the field here. Back corner bunker, snake side. Here comes O'Mara hunting. He's got Baginski out wide. He's got to worry about in D3, and then Horvath in front of him. He's going to come through. He's going to shoot Horvath. Does he get Baginski? He does.
Gets them both, I think.
He gets him. Looks like AC Diesel's looking at the refs, begging for a penalty. Not going to get it. Nice move by Stephen O'Mara.
Henry Senser in the corner for Revo. Revo's pretty much just locked this up. If they can play, it's a 3-on-1. Diesel should probably concede this point.
Yeah, got to concede it. They're not going to do it.
No, I like their style.
They have a lot of faith in, who is this, Roberts in the back corner? Okay, so now they're going to throw the towel in to preserve time, but squandered a few seconds there.
Man, these are good matches, Matty.
Yeah, we're getting blessed again, Rich.
I'm still getting paid, right?
Yes.
Good,
yeah.
good, yeah. I mean, I'd probably do it for free, but I'd way rather get paid.
Yeah, so
DMG taking the walkout, the Houston Heat. Overtime, 5 minutes, first team to score point wins.
20 seconds.
Both of these teams have been surviving the breakouts pretty well. It's been a more of a mid-game battle.
yeah, it has been back and forth. It's obviously it's tied up, but I don't know, man. This is a tough one to call. I mean, on paper, I think you got to give it to Heat just because of the experience in these pressure situations, but DMG is playing tough.
They do, but DMG's also giving away a couple points, which means they're making some mistakes out there, losing 1 body in the break there. 4-on-5 advantage for Houston Heat.
DMG
losing 2, man. Yeah,
and then now they're in a situation similar to what Heat had to deal with, trapped in almost the exact same spots. Tyler was able to get out wide in this situation. We'll see if DMG can do the same thing.
Great move from Sam, going up the middle. Zach Hill countering that. And they trade out. Zach could not afford to trade out there, though, on a 3-on-5.
I will take that trade all day. Nice job by Sam Monville. Now it's a 4-on-2.
Yep. Shane Howe did not go to the corner this point. They're going to the corner most points. Ryan Moorhead moving up the drill side. He's going to put pressure across onto Shane Howe. Try to shoot him in the back.
Yeah, so with Shane and I believe that's Boyum in there. Oh, looks like Boyum's going to roll dice and move up. Yeah, Jordan moves up and looking towards that inside.
Yeah, I would have liked him to move out to that cam. Maybe that's a tough move for Boyum, but he gets out of there. Great motion. Great movement by Boyum. Again, 2-on-4 advantage here for Houston Heat.
If you're DMG, just really hoping that he starts making some mistakes, but no, they get a shot on Jordan.
Yeah,
and
so
then
3-on-1 now.
Yeah, here comes Tyler Harmon and Ryan Moorhead, who did a good job getting up on that D side, trying to find this last body.
Yeah, Shane Howe's going to have a rough go at it with Tyler and Ryan.
So 3 overtimes for Houston Heat, but sorry, they went 1-1 yesterday, so they're going to go 2-1. Yeah, so Houston Heat beat Revo yesterday and then lost to Diesel in overtime, and now beating DMG in overtime.
It's possible Todd's got some kind of overtime bonus in his contract. I'll have to talk to him about that.
Yeah.
If we win in overtime, you
extra
do get a
bonus.
bonus.
So Heat making it very interesting for us.
And DMG making it interesting as well.
Yeah, so Houston Heat taking this victory, and their last game is against Level. Level did not look good yesterday. We will see them at 11 o'clock here Eastern time. First game will be against Diesel.
Good shot of Ryan Moorhead, legend of the game, walking off the field. And Chad George to the best. AC Diesel on the right, Revo on the left.
So
Diesel down by 2.
So Rich, knowing that there's 1 minute and 34 seconds left, and that Diesel needs 2, and they have a big spread from yesterday, they're probably going to push aggressively. This may not be the last point.
I would do my Red Legion.
Yeah. With the heavy attack up the center.
Yes.
2 bodies,
Yes.
looking out wide, try to trap him in the pocket.
Yes, exactly how we said they were going to do it, and exactly how they illustrated it yesterday. 1 to the wing, 1 to the brick, crossing up, controlling the field, allowing the other 3 guys to attack down the tape.
We didn't really see the center be as potent in this set as we did in set number 1.
Right.
Because the way the Impact was playing the center, they did a great job. So I don't know if every team's got that memo yet, but this set looked a little bit more like yesterday.
Yep. I feel like towards Sunday, though, the way Impact's playing the field is probably the way that the successful teams will be playing that field.
Yeah, that was a really awesome performance from Edmonton Impact.
A great illustration.
I think the big test is Aftermath coming up at noon.
Yeah, for sure. Diesel needs 1 point in 45 seconds, a second point in 45 seconds in order to tie this match. 3 points in every 30 seconds to win the match. Revo losing their first player, coming out snake side, getting a player on the Dorito side getting checked as well. He's getting pulled, that's Benny, he's drawn a penalty. So now Revo's down to only 1 player left alive, Matt. Diesel can easily go get this point and have more than a minute left. Great breakout,
Yeah.
Diesel, great point.
Yeah, just a sea of bodies here for Diesel. Incredible.
Benny Carroll's pissed about that penalty.
Yeah, that's one of the quickest points we've seen out here.
Yep.
Got to just play clean, man. It's just, I know it's so hard to do, but Diesel, it's getting interesting here.
That's all we ask for, just interesting. Make it fun.
Yeah, so 1 point, minute and 4 seconds left. Very possible for Diesel. Revo needs to play clean. They need to, and maybe even take a little bit of ground. If they go hardcore pocket, this is a perfect moment for what we saw in that Legion versus Infamous match. If AC Diesel does the attack up the center and gets that forward progression, and then gets their guys alive and goes out wide, trapping them in the pocket, and then starts making moves up, it's just not a ton of time to work with, but I think that might be a good play here for Diesel.
Yeah, that's the safe call, right?
Yeah. The more risky call is go either heavy guns and then immediately filter bodies out aggressively, but with big bites because you don't have a ton of time to work with, or a big bite D-side early, and then go snake after that. I just think that center play is
safest.
It's the safest way to get up the field and still play aggressive. Because if they get to those spots and wrap around, then you not only trap the guys in the pocket, but hopefully check them in so your guy can make that move out wide.
For sure.
I mean, eventually you're going to have to go out wide. There's Horvath. He's had quite a good game. BJ Henningberg's had a good game. But both teams getting contributions from many players.
Ben Challenger heading out there. Benny's going back out. Chris Shear.
Yeah, Rob Velez, Henry Sense.
30 seconds.
Pretty standard starting 5 here for that Revo's been rolling with. Yeah, it's been Velez,
10 seconds.
Sense, O'Mara, Carroll, Shear. And here we go, split screen, breakout, minute and 4 seconds left.
Diesel 5 alive. Oh, losing their first player on the Drio side from the can. Revo 5 alive, 1 body advantage here. Diesel dropping another body. Diesel down 2 bodies now. Gonna have a real hard time pushing into Revo's guns. Down 2 bodies with less than a minute left. Good release up the center of the field.
Can Diesel do it? 42 seconds left. They're at the 50-yard line here. Brick, they wrap around. They do get a kill out of that can.
Yeah, O'Mara getting shot again early.
And here's that attack up the center we talked about. Past the 50 and onto Revo's side. Another body comes off. It's Benny Carroll. Still 3 Revo players that they need to shoot. The AC Diesel, can they get it done? Now they're going to gun themselves here at the 50-yard line on the snake. You see, we're looking over the shoulders of tucked-in players from Baltimore Revo just trying to hold on.
I really like the fact that Diesel dropped 2 bodies on the break, so it was a 5-on-3. And then instead of just giving up and being like, oh, hey, we lost bodies, they're pushing forward and trying to win this game. And they might not win the game, but they're doing what they need to try to win the game, right? They're all the way in the snake. Now they're releasing on the D side.
Just not going to be able to do it here. It was looking like they were going to be able to potentially get enough bodies forward to tie it, or at least make a run to tie it up, but hanging strong here. Baltimore Revo with those 3 bodies left alive with Velez, Sense, and Shear able to take this victory away from AC Diesel. So Diesel now goes 2-1. That puts Revo at 2-1. Yeah, man, it's getting interesting in these brackets, Rich.
Yeah.
It's still to be decided. I mean, there's
Train wrecks
no one's,
galore.
there are, I don't know if anyone's going to go undefeated out here in the prelims. We will see as we get to the afternoon bracket, because we got Dynasty and Damage. But the next bracket coming up, it's going to be San Diego Aftermath taking on the New Orleans Hurricanes, along with Seattle Thunder and New York Extreme. So stick with us here, 2022 NXL Mid-Atlantic Major, brought to you by Bunker Kings. We'll see you in just a few.